Gen V and The Boys are deeply connected, with character crossovers and shared storylines. Tech Knight is a powerful superhero who uses his abilities for crime-solving and cover-ups. However, he has dark secrets and eccentricities. Tech Knight's wealth and resources could be a valuable asset for Homelander and Vought, making him a dangerous and influential character. Gen V is shaping up to be more than just a spin-off of The Boys. The series takes place in the same timeline, with its inaugural season picking up right where the finale of The Boys left off in Season 3. When The Boys resumed for Season 4, it picked up where Gen V left off. The two shows are deeply linked, and chances are that this will continue through the fifth and final season of The Boys, too. This means there are character crossovers. Fans have already seen Cate, Maddie Phillips, and Sam, Asa German, make a brief cameo appearance in The Boys. Meanwhile, the first season of Gen V saw several crossover characters, including Ashley, Colby Minify, and Homelander, Anthony Starr, himself. There's another character who appeared in Gen V and the sixth episode of the fourth season of The Boys. He was arguably one of the most powerful supes. His powers may not have been as overt, but they had given him great influence. Even though he's gone, his powers could still play into the future of the series. Tech Knight, Derek Wilson, also known as Robert Vernon, was the host of a popular true crime show, The Whole Truth. He used his superhero powers of observation to help solve crimes. At least that's what he did in front of the cameras for his show. Behind the scenes, he used his powers to help Vought cover up various scandals. After using his powers publicly, Tech Knight became a celebrity who impressed people with his ability to interrogate and sense when someone was lying. He could literally see beads of sweat on someone's forehead to determine if they were nervous, their eyes dilating, or blood coursing through their veins. He also possessed superhuman hearing and could determine from someone's heartbeat what emotion they were feeling. Even though superhuman strength was part of his repertoire, he didn't often have to demonstrate that power. In Gen V, he was sent to Godalkin University to help investigate Golden Boy's suicide. But really, he was there to help Vought cover up the truth about the woods, the existence of which led Golden Boy to burst into flames. His mandate was to find a student he could frame for the misdeed. He used his enhanced sense of deduction and discovered that Andre, Chance Perdomo, had been sleeping with Cate behind his now-deceased best friend's back. He also figured out that Marie, Jazz Sinclair, was hiding something, forcing her to reveal that Jordan, London Thursday, Derek Liu, stopped Golden Boy, Patrick Schwarzenegger, not her. This wasn't what Tech Knight needed to hear, so he went another route. He told Dean Shetty, Shelley Kahn, he would use her as the patsy instead because he knew she failed to stop Sam from escaping the woods. But Dean Shetty had blackmail up her sleeve about his particular kinks. What kinks? These played out in graphic, vulgar fashion in episode 6 of season 4 of The Boys entitled Dirty Business. Tech Knight's odd proclivities in The Boys. During that meeting on Gen V, fans learned there was a lot more in the eccentricity department to Tech Knight than meets the eye. Dean Shetty showed him footage of him sticking his member into various inanimate objects, from holes in trees to dryers in public bathrooms. This odd sexual activity would certainly be frowned upon among his fans, and Tech Knight needed to keep it a secret. She also revealed that she was aware of his brain tumor, which, though small, was inoperable and would eventually become terminal. It's this brain tumor that led him to develop paraphilia, the intense sexual compulsion towards anything he sees that has a hole in it. In The Boys, the compulsion even manifests in him wanting to cut holes in Huey's, Jack Quaid, body to use them as orifices for his sexual pleasure. After being blackmailed with this damning information, Tech Knight revealed on his show that there was no conspiracy behind Golden Boy's suicide, thus keeping his secret. He isn't seen again until he appears in the latest episode of The Boys, in which his odd sexual actions in Gen V pale in comparison. Here, we see that Tech Knight's proclivities have evolved or always been much deeper than we imagined. He has a sex dungeon called the Tech Cave, where he engages in sadomasochism and BDSM, both with his latest sidekicks as well as people like Ashley. He gets pleasure from pain, both giving and receiving. But there are also more troubling details revealed about him beyond his eccentric sexual tastes. Tech Knight is a deeply racist, classist billionaire who cares more about himself than anything or anyone else. He owns private prisons, which Homelander, Anthony Starr, plans to use to round up and place dissenters, turning them into internment camps. Homelander's big plans for this new world order, it appears, heavily involve Tech Knight, his money, and his valuable real estate. The only type of torture that truly troubles Tech Knight is when Huey gets a hold of his laptop and threatens to donate large sums of money to liberal causes, including ones like the Innocence Project and Black Lives Matter. However, things don't turn out how Homelander had hoped when Tech Knight's longtime personal butler Elijah, Tyrone Benskin, can't stomach what he learns about him. Of everything he's seen over the years, ironically, this is the one thing he can't let go of. He kills his boss and lets the members of the boys go. Tech Knight could live on in the boys despite Tech Knight being killed in epic fashion. The reality remains that he had billions of dollars and a desire to do the most heinous, selfish things with it. He was like a filthy, awful version of Bruce Wayne. If Homelander or Vought gets their hands on his money, resources, and, most notably, that private prison, it could be used to a devastating degree. Thus, Tech Knight was not only a powerful supe with abilities that could take down even the strongest people by being able to sense traitors and defectors, he also built an empire to back him financially, with or without Vought. That's something even Homelander will find valuable. Should Homelander move forward with his nefarious plan, Tech Knight's vast resources will probably have something to do with it, even if he's no longer around. That makes Tech Knight more dangerous and morally corrupt than fans ever imagined. Watch episodes of The Boys on Prime Video.